to the match. Chris Andersen is on your right. Jeremy am I going to screw this up?
Bertarioni.
Bertarioni, thank you. Bertarioni. Jeremy Bertarioni, blue-green merfolk. They've been given the green light. Players playing for top 8. Here we go. See who's on the play. Looks like it's going to be Chris. He's going to start with a bobble. Take a look at Jeremy's top card. It's just a basic islands. That's going to, of course, stay there. Polluted Delta. That's 19.
We're still trying to get that 13.
That's 15.
I think you would have cycled the Street Wraith by now if you had it.
Maybe. Maybe not. A Dismember, Silvergill Adept, Merfolk Regery, 2 Islands, Botanical Sanctum, and a Kira Great Glass Spinna. What?
Not a Lord.
Yes.
No 2 Lords.
Oh, wait, hold on. They got to be on the battlefield. They got to be on the battlefield,
right.
But yeah.
Right, but it's just the fact that it's Kira. And
yeah, not a Lord. Yeah.
Not the new Merfolk Kira. Perfect.
Yeah, it's not Kopala. That's okay. That's okay. We got time.
Yeah.
We got time. We got at least 2 games to play. We got at least 2 games. Gonna get that. We gonna get that. There goes Silvergill Adept. One of Merfolk's very best cards. So, Cycle Street Wraith? Nope. Andersen ends the turn at 15. Tarmogoyf the draw. And Jeremy will draw the island that Chris knew about from the Mirish's Bauble. Here's Botanical Sanctum. And no play there for Bertarioni. Andersen would go for a second turn. He's got a Terminate over there. We know that. Looks like he's got a Tarmogoyf in hand, too. Another Bauble. He'll play the Bauble. Here's Traverse. He's going to search for a basic, of course. No Delirium just yet for Chris. He does have Sorcery, Land, and Artifacts. He'll get that beautiful Swamp.
Finish your turn and proceed to the 5 additional turns to finish your match. Once again, Modern Classic players, that is time.
Now he's going to take a look here at Jeremy's top card. I think that might be a Branch Walker.
It's got to be new.
Yeah, it's definitely new. Chris has been playing Magic since he was 4, so he knows all the cards. That's a dead giveaway, reading it like that.
Yeah.
Now, what new card am I about to draw? Chris will draw from the bottom.
Have you ever seen the split card, like turn it sideways?
Yeah, try not to. It's an island. And it is Merfolk Branch Walker. 2 mana, 2/1. When it enters the battlefield, it explores. New mechanic there from Ixalan. Reveal the top card of your library. Put that card in your hand if it's a land. Otherwise, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. Then put the card back or put it into your graveyard. Well, there's another new one that we can take a look at. I believe it's pronounced Kumina Speaker. Excuse me. Kumina Speaker. Who's Kumina? Why does he or she need speaking for?
Some sort of Merfolk something or other.
All right.
Not.
I'm just
the
asking.
lore, I'm not so much on top of.
Third Bauble.
Please come to the main event stage.
Might be time for a Tarmogoyf. It is. Looks like it's going to be a, let's see, creature, artifact, sorcery, land, 4/5. Pretty easy there.
Andersen looks like several copies of Terminate in hand. No red mana.
We go back over to Jeremy. He'll draw a card. Got those beautiful StarCityGames.com reindeer sleeves. You can pick those up at go.starcitygames.com/creature collection.
Seamless.
Yeah, 5.5 years in the booth. Products aren't going to sell themselves.
Also, in this game. So far, we've seen several rares, possibly on sale, over at go.scgames.com/weekly sale.
That's true. Jeremy has a question. I think it involves Kira Great Glass Spinner because it's confusing.
It is a noodler.
There's an island.
Maybe Tarmogoyf related? Tarmogoyf Dismember?
That could be a question too.
No instance in the graveyard currently, so.
Yep, here's Kira. Chris going to target Jeremy a third time. Master of the Pearl Trident. Fatal Push the draw off the bauble. Chris will draw for his turn. Street Wraith. He's not going to hard cast that one just yet, Patrick.
No.
Not yet.
Too early for that.
He'll cycle it instead. Pay 2 life to get a new card. Looks like he may have found a Liliana of the Veil.
But again, still on the 2 terminates with no red mana.
Mm-hmm.
And Kira now very problematic for his handful of removal spells.
In for 4. Kira is problematic. Here's an island. See the Great Glass Spinner. Creatures you control have, whenever this creature becomes a target of a spell or ability, or for the first time in a turn, counter that spell or ability. Merfolk Reachery, Kumana Speaker, beatdowns.
Like 6 coming across here.
Let's make it 7, actually. Hold on. 2, 3, 4, 6. You're right. That's my B.
Chris may just have to use the 2 copies of. Oh, he can't even fatal push the Kira because he can't enable. So he's just got to use 2 fatal pushes on this. Tough way to do it,
That
but
stinks.
he's got to drop a. He's got to draw lands to function anyway. He's got other stuff to cast, so you got to do something.
Tarmogoyf's going to become a 5/6. I mean, maybe try to race. I'm not entirely sure, but
Those fatal pushes weren't getting any better.
no, not at all. Stubborn Denial to draw. Can't even cast that. Merfolk is interesting in so far as it just kind of does the same thing every game.
It's really redundant on its lords.
And then either you can handle it or you can't. Now, it does only play 1 copy of Kira. It is a legendary creature. It's not a Merfolk, so playing multiple copies of Kira is a little rough, but in certain situations, Kira, like this one right now, is very good.
About to get it, I think.
2 or more Merfolk Lords on the battlefield, huh?
Modern Classic players, pairings for round 7 are online. Standings are making their way out to the pairings boards if you would like to check. Please
Might be thinking about Dismember here as Jeremy.
Just going to make sure you don't get blown out by some mixture of Street Wraiths.
Mm-hmm. There's the Branch Walker. That's going to tap Death Shadow. Trigger there. Breeding Pool is going to go to hand. That is literally free.
Free.
Yep. Master
There it
of
is.
the Pearl Trident. Bink on the bingo board. Still no bingo here, though. Dismember as well. Jeez, he's got
it all.
Yeah, going to kill Death Shadow. Pay 4 life to do it. It's a lethal attack. 2, 3, 4, 5. It's an attack for 9, but has blockers on the way back.
Right,
yeah.
Blockers, and he's covered against removal.
2-headed giant sealed spectacular players. Your next round pairings are going up at the gathering.
Green Splash isn't anything special, but you know, you do get to play cards that are, I guess, better than Curse Catcher.
Yeah.
And random other Merfolk. So that's good, boy.
Yeah, we know you couldn't cast the cards in your hand. That's why you weren't casting them. We knew that already. Jeremy knew that already. Oh, you wouldn't believe it. I had a handful of lands and spells I could have been playing the whole time and just didn't think to do it. On to the sideboards.
Yeah, on the sideboards, we're going to head in a moment. Jeremy, help me.
Bertarioni.
Thank you, Bertarioni. It's got to be Italian, right? Bertarioni?
That's a good guess.
Yeah. I just keep having difficulty. I'm having difficulty. Jeremy Bertarioni.
That must be Italian.
Yeah. Wins game number 1 over Chris Andersen. Blue-Green Merfolk up a game over 5 colors Death Shadow. Good to have you back, buddy.
This is going to be a good top
Good
8.
to have you back, buddy. Sideboards, we're going to start with Chris. 3 Disdainful Stroke, 3 Lingering Souls, 2 Ancient Grudge. Here come the 1-0. Stubborn Denial, Kozilek's Return. Liliana, the Last Hope, is a Static Caster, Gore Clan Rampager, a Ranger of Eos, and Gala Shrine.
There really isn't a whole lot to like here other than the 1 copy of Kozilek's Return. The problem now, I think the Merfolk deck is too saturated with 2 toughness or greater for cards like Liliana the Last Hope and Lingering Souls to be very good. And once you're not there, I really don't know what to bring in. I could buy the 1 copy of Gore Clan Rampager being nice for this matchup because, you know, Merfolk can kind of chump block and try to race that way. I could see bringing that in. And maybe you want Lingering Souls just on rate, but not a whole lot here besides the Kozilek's Return.
Other side of things here for Jeremy. 3 Ceremonious Rejection, 3 Relic Progenitus, 2 Grafdigger's Cage, 2 Spell Pierce, 2 Dispel, 2 Deep-Root Waters, that's the enchantment, and a Dismember.
Dismember seems fine. I like the relics. End list.
That it?
I think so.
Okay, that was easy. That is easy breezy. Apparently Jeremy here is Colin's best friend.
Yeah, I spoke to him outside when Colin was telling me, didn't tell me, lied to me that he was going to go for the 15-0.
Everybody changes their mind sometimes. Oh, we're going to shift here very quickly to Tarmodai. See, because Chris has Tarmogoyf in his deck.
Yes.
And now we're going to talk about Tarmo. Do you get it?
Go to SCGCIN.com/Tarmodai. You can use this to track your Tarmogoyf. You still got to figure out the numbers, so it won't be accurate, but it is actually fairly convenient for taking track of a Tarmogoyf. Just spin it up and down as your Tarmogoyf gets larger or shrinks.
You see its color too, like it's like the color
green,
of a Tarmogoyf.
It's green.
You get it?
Like Tarmogoyf.
Mm-hmm.
4 of them, assuming that you own 4.
Sure. Or you can buy a single one if you own 1.
Right.
Which is nice.
Go to SRCGames.com/Tarmodai.
Keep track of your creature's power and toughness in style.
In style.
Yeah. I think that works for some other Lurgoyfs as well, I believe. I think the original Lurgoyf?
Original Lurgoyf,
yeah.
yes.
Some other creatures, maybe?
I have to assume some of the other Lurgoyfs are 0/1s as a baseline.
There's a lot of creatures in Magic. A lot.
Angry Mob.
Oof.
Can you use it to keep track of Angry Mob? I don't recall. I think that's a 0/1.
You're a 0/1. Got him. How you feel about that? How you feel about that?
Not worth acknowledging.
Okay. Okay. That's a good line to take here. Chris going to be on the play here. Jeremy on the draw. Bobble time. He's going to bobble himself. He's got multiple Thought Seizes. He's got a Polluted Delta, but I think he's missing El Shriek Maw Arena.
He's missing what?
Street Wraith Arena.
Street Wraith Arena.
Yeah, it's a nickname
To
I
get
have
you
for
to
it.
13.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. The combo is Fetch Land, Street Wraith, Thoughtseize. Clay had it last match, let you not to do it. I think he did that to me on purpose. I think Malicious Behavior by Clay Spicklemeyer, friend of Chris Andersen. We have a hand here of 2 Merfolk Branchwalkers, Command and Speaker, Silvergill Adept, and Master of the Pearl Trident. So this version of Merfolk is just a little bit lower to the ground.
Yes.
That's what's going on here.
And I like, I was never a big Curse Catcher guy.
Curse Catcher never does anything, right?
It never does anything.
Does it ever counter a spell ever?
The only sweeper anyone plays is Supreme Verdict.
True. Just doesn't ever counter anything. I think I'd rather just have a 2/2.
Yeah. I think I'd rather just be attacking.
And there's other stuff like Greg Hatch's favorite, Cozy's Trickster. But
Yeah.
I'd rather just think I'd rather just play this thing, this new one. 2/2 in most instances, more
And
often than not a 3/3.
And the new 2-drop is not quite Silver Gill Adept, but
Pretty close, right?
It is. It's close enough, and that's one of the best cards in the deck. So I don't mind going out of the way to splash for that either.
Initially, I didn't understand why Branchwalker was here, but I think if you actually just compare it to Silver Gill Adept, it makes sense.
It's I mean it's 2/1 draw a card some amount of the time, or 3/2 with some selection the other amount of the time.
Yeah.
That's close enough.
Yeah. There's Cavern of Souls. Could name anything. There's Communist Speaker. We head back over to Chris now. Delta. Looks like it's going to be land number 2 for Chris, maybe. Yep. See what land Chris wants to search up. Remember, he deals himself so much damage. His Death Shadow deck, but he's a 5-color one, so most of his lands are going to be non-basic. A fetch, shock, mana base. Does have a basic swamp in there, though. Tarmogoyf Bobble. Gonna bobble Jeremy. Didn't get a great look at it this time. Obviously, it stays on top because it is Bobble. It is not Jace Fate Sealing or something similar. And Tarmogoyf is a 4/5 already. Doesn't take much for this deck.
That was fast.
Chris will draw from the Bobble trigger. And Jeremy will draw the card that Chris saw. Is a Relic of Progenitus. Tarmogoyf might not be a 4/5 for long.
Really good one for Chris to know about, though.
Oh, yeah. Another Cavern. Branchwalker, revealing Mutavault.
Silver Gill Adept.
Exactly.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Happy to see Mutavault, too. Maybe needs a little island action here soon, but...
Hey, he's casting everything just fine. I mean, other than Spreading Seas, I don't know what he actually needs an island for.
Maybe something from the sideboard, but yeah.
I guess Kira, because Kira is not cooperating with the Caverns.
Yeah, we need an island for Community Speaker to make it a little bit bigger.
I think it looks for Merfolk or Island.
Oh, let's take a look at Community Speaker. That might be my bad.
I had to imagine, because it would be completely unacceptable for this deck to be playing Botanical Sanctum and this card.
No, you're right.
If it could only trigger off of islands.
You're right. It is Merfolk or an island. Thank you, sir. Relic Progenitus looks like it's going to go to the graveyard. Another Tarmogoyf. You see Jeremy's hand. Master of the Pearl Trident, Mutavault, Branchwalker, Silver Gill Adept. Tarmogoyf's going to come in here for 4. Chris very quickly taking Relic Progenitus, most relevant card in Jeremy's hand by far. Jeremy will draw a card. Marrow Regery.
And this might just be too much too soon from Andersen's side. I don't know if Merfolk can get all the cards out of the hand here. It would be really nice to draw a 1-mana card that turn to be able to make 2 plays. Although Regery is nice for racing, does complicate Andersen trying to respond with blocking.
You can tap his blockers, you can untap your creatures, give him pseudo vigilance. There's a lot to like there, I think. Chris will draw. There's Pluto Delta.
So we talk about attack with both the Tarmogoyfs. Bertarioni, in theory, has a nice block of his 2 green Merfolk going out in front of one of the Tarmogoyfs. That's not a horrible trade. It is super risky. I think Andersen now is just down to He has a Thoughtseize, and he has a Traverse. And how well is he willing to go? It does become a lot more complicated to try to manage this once Rejury is on the battlefield, because your ability to block gets diminished. It's possible Andersen just needs to attack here because he can't block. And so this is the best that he can do.
I just might have to get more aggressive.
But, you know, if you cast Thoughtseize, let's say, and you use the Polluted Delta, go get a dual land, and go get a Tarmogoyf for a Death Shadow, you're very likely to die on the way back unless Bertarioni is willing to commit some Merfolk to a double block to try to trade with the Tarmogoyf. But I'm guessing the first order of business here is you just have to attack with the 2 Tarmogoyfs because you can't block, and you need to know how he blocks before you can proceed with anything else.
Well, he's going to start off with a Thoughtseize. Silvergill Adept, Branchwalker, and Master of the Pearl Trident. Yeah, he's got to take the Crusade. Just too powerful right now.
I mean, at this point, is he just, I mean, I think he's just iced by a land or a 1-mana Merfolk.
Depends. Silvergill Adept. Going to untap his own
Oh, yeah, he doesn't even need...
Cavern.
Well, if he wants to tap both the Tarmogoyfs, he does.
So he untaps that. That allows him to maybe play another spell this turn. Well, definitely play another spell this turn. But
the thing is, you know, if he taps on the Tarmogoyfs and goes for it, yes, there's a risk of removal spell, but he's high enough on life that Andersen can't even kill him on the way back necessarily. So he's definitely incentivized here to like try to do it now if he can.
Well, he didn't have a 4th land, so right now, oh, there's Harbinger of the Tides, which is fine. Like that has the ability to just tap up Tarmogoyf. Like he didn't have the ability to tap both Tarmogoyfs.
Yeah,
that's the one thing he didn't have. He didn't have a 4th land to do that. He's going to tap a Tarmogoyf. Oh, nice.
Yeah, because Rejury is on the cast it's tapped when the Harbinger enters the battlefield.
Yep, but that one can't attack. These can. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Rejury is going to die. So yeah, this is just I need to just keep pushing damage through. Yeah,
and it's low risk because you're not dead on the way back, even if you have a removal spell, and you're going to be able to go wide against these Tarmogoyfs. You're locking Andersen about being able to do anything with a Polluted Delta.
I mean, it's Kozilek's Return or bust, I think. That assumes that Chris even has Kozilek's Return in his deck right now.
It was the only sideboard card that seemed at all like a clear-cut play.
Well, that I agree with. Here's another Tarmogoyf. Chris can't attack. Pass the turn back. He's got to keep up appearances right now, which is I have a Fatal Push or 2 Fatal Pushes, which is what it's going to. It's not 2 Fatal Pushes isn't even good enough. Assuming that Mutavault gets activated and 5 creatures attack, he would sack a fetch land to go to 2.
And one thing connects, and that's good enough.
Well, that's going to make it harder, too. Jeremy, give me that last name.
Bertarioni.
Bertarioni, I think it's Italian. Wins this match over Chris Andersen, 2-0.